Let's make a gluten and dairy-free coconut guava cake. We'll be using the Know and Love gluten-free vanilla cake mix. I got this one at Winn-Dixie. It is both gluten and dairy-free, adding that to our bowl, and then 3/4 cup of softened dairy-free butter. Let that mix together until it's in a crumble form, and then we'll add in a cup of coconut milk, and then 2 tablespoons of any kind of oil. I'm using avocado oil, and then 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. And then we will crack 3 large eggs and then give this a good mix until it is smooth and creamy. This mix is a little bit fluffier than a normal cake mix would be. It's not so runny, but that's okay. And then we're going to use our avocado oil to spray our cake pans to make sure they are greased up. And then we'll go ahead and evenly distribute that cake mix between the two. Now these go into the oven for 25 minutes. For the frosting, we're using a pack of the Via Life dairy-free cream cheese. It's 8 ounces. Then 3/4 cup of sifted powdered sugar, and then 1/3 cup of our coconut milk. And then mix that together until it is smooth and creamy. And we also are going to add in some vanilla extract that I forgot to do. This is what it will look like, and we're going to put that in the fridge to cool down. And then we're going to toast up our coconut flakes. Be careful with these in the oven because you'll look 1 minute and they're fine, and the next they're getting burnt, so just be careful to keep an eye on these. And now we're going to add in our filling. This is some guava preserves. I'm going to mix it with some coconut milk and give it a runnier texture so it's easier to spread on top of our cake. This is what it'll look like unfrosted. It's looking pretty good so far. And then we're gonna add in our frosting on the top. It's pretty smooth and creamy, so it's easy to spread around, but just wanna make sure to get that evenly on all sides. And then we're going to add our toasted coconut on top. That's gonna cover up any imperfections, and trust me, there were a lot on here, but I love toasted coconut. You can skip this step if you're not a big fan of the texture, but this is what it looks like at the end. This recipe came out so yummy. I was so happy with how this turned out, and my whole family liked it, even though they are not gluten and dairy free, but I'm definitely going to be making this again.